Good morning to all of you. I am Balakrishna, working as assistant professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Today, we will discuss about the concept of rectifiers. I think all of you know about the application of these rectifiers.
Now we will see the applications of rectifiers in our day-to-day life. The electronic gadgets we are using in our daily life requires a DC power. The mobiles, laptops and other electronic gadgets like UPS, power supplies are the best examples for using of rectifiers. In the mobile charger, what we are seeing having a rectifier inside of that. It is a bridge rectifier, consists of 4 diodes. It will convert the given input AC sinusoidal voltage into a output as a DC voltage, and it is a adapter which is using in the laptops also consists of rectifiers. Coming to the UPS are also consists of rectifiers, and UPS will provide uninterrupted power supplies to our personal computers. If we go to in details about the circuit diagram of UPS consists of rectifier. The highlighted part indicates the rectifier inside the UPS. If you see the block diagram of UPS, also rectifier plays an important role. Coming to power supplies, power supply consists of mainly step down transformer, rectifier followed by filter and regulator. The step down transformer will step down the voltages given to the transformer, and rectifier will rectifies the AC input voltage to output DC voltage, and filters the ripples existing in it, and regulator circuit will regulate the perfect DC output.
So, the main objective of this today's concept is student can able to familiarize and implement physically the rectifiers wherever we require it. By taking this objective as an account, we need to cover different types of rectifiers and their working, followed by input and output waveforms. Finally, the important aspect calculation of efficiency of a rectifier. Coming to the outcomes of this lecture, students can able to understand the circuit operation, followed by input and output waveforms of rectifiers, and what are the different available rectifiers in day-to-day life. And next one, students can able to implement physically these rectifiers wherever they require it. And the third outcome is they can able to assess the performance of the rectifiers where they are going to use by calculating efficiency of these rectifiers. By taking these 3 outcomes in account, we need to cover the following contents in the lecture on rectifiers. The contents as follows. First, what is exact meaning of rectifier we need to understand, followed by working and different types of rectifiers. They are half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Again, full wave rectifier is classified into 2 more types. They are center tapped full wave rectifier and bridge type rectifier. And after understanding all these things or covering all these things, we need to calculate important parameter of any electrical device, that is nothing but efficiency of the rectifiers. By covering all these contents, we will come across the complete understanding of the rectifiers. So now we will move to actual concept of rectifiers is circuit diagram, operation, input and output waveforms followed by the efficiency. Before going to this, we need to understand the exact meaning of rectifier is what. First, we need to understand what is the meaning of rectifier is. Rectifier is a device which will convert whatever the given input AC voltage to an output of a DC voltage. Depends upon the number of cycles it will rectify on its input. It is divided into two types. They are half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Is it clear? Half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. This classification is happened depends only on the number of cycles it will rectify of its the given input waveform. Okay. First we will go to the half wave rectifier and its circuit diagram, its working, and finally the efficiency calculation. Is it clear? So first we will identify and understood the circuit diagram of rectifier is what. This half wave rectifier consists of a diode and a resistance. Load is connected across that resistance. That's why that resistance is taken as a load resistance. This combination of diode and resistance will be applied to an AC voltage of pure sinusoidal. That is considered to be as input voltage. That you need to convert into an output voltage of DC. Okay. So this whole operation will be divided into two halves. They are positive half cycle part and negative half cycle part. How the circuit will working in positive half cycle part and how the circuit will operate in negative cycle part. By considering both into account separately, we will finding out output of this half wave rectifier is what. Once if we find output of this rectifier, we can able to find out efficiency of the rectifier is what and how much. Okay. So first consider a positive half cycle. During the positive half cycle, the diode anode is connected to positive and cathode is connected to negative. That means what? Your anode potential of diode is at higher value than cathode potential. That means your diode is in forward bias. We already discussed in the earlier sections of this diode characteristics. When the diode is in forward bias, diode will be acting as a closed switch or short circuit or on switch. That means your diode will be replaced with a short circuit so that your input voltage will be connected to load through a short circuited nature of the diode. That means there is a closed path from source to load. Then we will get an output voltage across the load. So that is nothing but same as your input voltage. It will be same as input voltage due to resistive load of the rectifier. It is about positive half cycle. While you come into the negative half cycle, what happens, the polarities of the input voltage will be reversed. It will be reverse the polarities of the input voltage what you given to the rectifier. That means what? Your input voltage polarities are reversed. The diode anode is connected to negative and cathode is connected to positive. So that your diode will be having lesser potential in the anode side and more potential in the cathode side. So similar to your diode characteristics, whenever the anode potential is at lesser value, your diode will be in reverse bias. So in reverse bias, how the diode will be acting as an off switch or open switch. That means there is no connection from source to load in the reverse bias. That means there is no current flowing from source to load during the negative half cycle. Here, once there is no current flowing, there is no voltage available in the load side. That means indirectly zero voltage across the load second half cycle or negative half cycle of the load. That means there is no voltage in the second half cycle of the input voltage given. Combining both positive and negative cycles taken into account, output voltage will becomes, during the positive half cycle, output voltage will be same as input voltage due to the resistive nature of the load. And during the negative half cycle, there is no voltage, it will be zero. Similarly, once if you need to find out current, it is the similar shape of voltage given in the available in the load. It will be follow the same output voltage in the output voltage of the load, because connected load is a resistive load. Okay, so this shown waveform will give us clear idea about how the half wave rectifier will rectify the given input waveform, given input AC voltage to output as DC voltage. The conversion happens only in the positive half cycle of the circuit. And sorry, during the negative half cycle, there is no output voltage. That means it is zero. So it is the whole operation of the half wave rectifier is. So now I think up to now you are clear about the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier, operation of the half wave rectifier. In addition to that, what are the inputs and output waveforms of the rectifier is. And now an important aspect to find the efficiency of the rectifier is. So before going to finding efficiency of this rectifier, we need to understand what efficiency means. Efficiency is the parameter of any electrical device to assess its performance. At what extent the performance of this device will going to be happened will be measured in terms of efficiency. Before going to calculate efficiency of this half wave rectifier, we need to understand the meaning of the efficiency is what. For any electrical device, efficiency is defined as the ratio of output power to input power. So efficiency is defined as, for half wave rectifier, output DC power to input AC power. By finding DC output power and AC input power of rectifier, taking the ratio of both, you will get an efficiency of half wave rectifier. So for finding output DC power, we need voltage and current. That is nothing but average voltage and average current. We already found the average and the RMS values of this half wave rectified output waveform in the previous sections. That is what given by average voltage is nothing but Vm by pi, and average current is Vm by pi upon RL. By multiplying this average voltage and average current, it will use an DC output power of the rectifier. Similarly, for AC output power, we need to find out RMS voltage and RMS current. By multiplying these both, we will get AC output power. So, we are already familiar about RMS and average values of this rectified output waveform is, so that RMS value becomes Vm by 2 and RMS current value is Vm by 2 upon RL. By multiplying these both, you will get AC input power of the rectifier. So that according to the definition of the efficiency, by taking ratio of output DC power to input AC power, you will get an efficiency. So that will becomes like this: Vm square by pi square by RL multiplied by 4 upon Vm square into RL. That will brings to a value of 4 upon pi square is nothing but 0.406. If you found in terms of efficiency percentage, it is nothing but around 40.6%. So comparatively, it is a less efficiency due to the rectification of only positive half cycle. During the negative half cycle, there is no rectification happens. It will become zero. So in order to improve this efficiency, we need to go for the next type of rectifiers, that is a full wave rectifier. That we will discuss it in the coming class. Before going to full wave rectifier, we need to review the understanding of this half wave rectifier. At what extent you people are understand? By answering all these following questions, you can able to get it, understand the extent of this half wave rectifier. Out of that, first one is you have to define the rectifier. As it defined earlier, rectifier is a device which converts an input given AC voltage to output as DC voltage. Next one, efficiency of the half wave rectifier. So now we found efficiency of the rectifier and we derived the value of the efficiency. It comes around 40.6%. You can go through the efficiency calculation of that rectifier. Next one, finding RMS average values of half wave rectifier which is having a maximum input voltage given of 230 volts. So you already know the relations for RMS average values of half wave rectified waveform. By using that relations, Vm by pi and Vm by 2, you can find out RMS and average values of this given 230 volts maximum output voltage of half wave rectifier, so that you can go through the solution of this problem also easy. Next one, it is given that a crystal diode having an internal resistance of 20 ohms, it is nothing but forward bias resistance of that diode. Used for half wave rectification, applied voltage of 250 sin omega t, where 250 will represents the maximum voltage and given a load resistance of 800 ohms. For these specifications of a rectified circuit, what you need to find out? Maximum current, RMS current and average current. So maximum current you will get from maximum voltage by resistance, RMS current you will get from maximum current by 2 and average current you will get from maximum current by pi. And next one, AC input and DC output power. So AC input power we already discussed in the previous operation of the rectifier is by multiplying VRMS and IRMS you will get AC input power, and by multiplying DC voltage and DC current of the output you will get DC output power. And then efficiency of the rectifier, by taking the ratio of DC output power to AC input power, we will get the efficiency of the given rectified specifications. Okay, so this is about half wave rectifier. So next class we will discuss about full wave rectifier and its operation, efficiency and all. Okay, thank you.